Hey, so this is to address the term or this phrases being said, like things like once you roll an ankle, you're always going to roll an ankle. It's easier for you to keep rolling them. Or once you get a concussion, you're always going to have the opportunity to get more concussions. Or even in relationships, if you express patterns or trends in a toxic way, then you're always in that pattern. You're always going to be that way. There's no way to change, and that's just not true. So let's just address ankles and concussions, and we'll leave relationships off to the side and address them separately, even though everything's going to come from the same place, because we have to look at everything when you're healing. So ankles and concussions, just telling you, body telling you can't manage the level of life you're trying to live at. And there's tissue damage, and there's a healing response that is going to come in different varieties of forms. Symptoms are going to look different for everyone. The coloring, the pain, the swelling, the size, what it looks like, the memory, what the person was doing when they did that, their state of being in their life. You have to look at everything that's going on in their life. So if we just went in and just relieved symptoms, which is what all of levels of medicine do, all named medicine does, and therapies and treatments, reduce the swelling, stop the bleeding, get rid of the pain, eliminate the limp, make it look the same, make everything be the same that you were right before the injury. Success. Well, right before the injury, you weren't a prepared individual. So going back to even that version of a person doesn't make any sense. But that's not even what we do. We do like 70 to 80% of that person and then send you out in the world. And your body then telling you again, you're not ready for your life. Another rolled ankle. Okay. So it's not just like this thing that you all of a sudden have when an injury occurs. To one, heal from it completely, and two, learn the lesson, and three, take advantage of all the opportunity that sits within any level of injury, which is a complete total life change. Not only are you going to be stronger, faster, more powerful, less fatigued, more energetic, your nutrition changes, your relationship changes, the awareness of your entire life just totally shifts. That's the opportunity. So if you do it that way, ankle was the opportunity, you won't even remember what that was. If we do it how the rest of the world does it, all of medicine and all of therapy and all of rehab and all of credentialed approaches on how they approach it, sure. But it's not anything's wrong with you that you continue to roll ankles. It's like I continue to get burned when I touch the iron. I continue to get burned when I sit out in the sun midday and make zero changes in my life, or I continue to get drunk when I drink alcohol. I continue to, what the hell are you talking about? So that's, again, applied to concussions. Again, force coming into areas of the body not designed to handle that. Damage happens. Symptoms express in a different way, but it's the exact same source and exact same solution. And so it's not that once you get injured, you're always going to have the opportunity to get more and more injured. That'd be like once that skin is cut right there, oh my God, that skin right there is going to be so ready to get. And again, depending on the cut, depending on your level of healing, that doesn't make any sense. But for a period of time, is that there? Sure, but that's not your concern or issue or a brand that you now need to wear, like the letter A in red. And then even take relationships until you know why you act the way you do in moments that you do, and what you're protecting, and where it's coming from, and why you would express the way you do. Same thing. It's a healing response within an area of your life. And you can recognize it just like you can recognize the swelling on your ankle and make massive changes in your life, or be this is just how I am. This is just my pattern. These are just my trends. Get used to it. Or, this is what my ankles do. I'm just going to have to get used to it. And that is an option. You can go either way on that. And you're not a bad person if you choose that way. But what irritates me and what I can't stand, I don't care what anybody picks, but own that side. I keep rolling ankles because I don't really want to do any of the work to change my life to not. I like that. Your body would like that. Somebody just get out of me. Same thing with concussions. happens, right? And it's as if it's like a more serious scenario because it's a concussion. No, it's the exact same thing. And then in relationships, and that's the part where, as soon as you are aware and know that you can change and that this is a response that you've acquired over how you've lived and what you've been exposed to, now it's on you. And that's even something I'm healing with right now. Because once you know, you then have the choice to either make all the changes necessary to put yourself in a position to be a better human all around, or you got to own up to it. It's, I know this is my healing response. I know this is what happens when I do this. I know my ankles do this. I know my head does this. And I know in relationships I do this. I just don't want to do anything. And honestly, that actually wouldn't be that bad of a world if we went in and just opened up and just spoke like that. It would, the level of honesty there would just be so healthy across the board. Instead of this, well, my parents, and well, this is my, style, well, it's they measured my blood and I have loose joints, well, my mom had loose joints, well, it's the amount of basketball, well, it's because I'm a college student, or it's because I have 4 jobs, or it's because it's just nothing, so we just own it. But those sentences, phrases, and statements of truth of once you roll an ankle, you always will roll ankles, you always be susceptible. Not really true. It's not an absolute. Once you roll an ankle, you have every opportunity in the world to use that as the opportunity to change your entire life, to come back as a better human. Totally your call. Any injury, and even in relationships, call them injuries, because you're going to go at them the same exact way, only it involves another person. But that other person is going to then be a part of your body, just like you would ask your body, hey body, what do you need me to do? Is the healing response, what do we need us to do right now? What can we do to put ourselves in a position so you don't have to do this anymore? Because we don't like this. I don't like this, right? We can look at our ankles, or we can feel our minds, or we can feel our skin, or look at be like, bottom line, this is the testing and imaging that I use in practice. How do you feel? Do you like it? This hurts, or I feel this, or I feel this. Do you like that? No. Done. That's all we need to know. Then it's on you.